High Diving Hare is a pretty good fun animation from Warner Brothers. It's a little repetitive, but generally I enjoyed it, and there was particularly one bit of animation that I loved that I'll talk about in a moment, without giving too much away about the comedic elements. This was released in 1945, directed by the brilliant Fritz Freleng, with a story by Ted Pierce, and needless to say, Mel Blanc does the voice of Bugs Bunny and also Yosemite Sam, and also a character called Telegram Boy. And Yosemite Sam has bought a load of tickets to see this act doing a high dive. And unfortunately, this regular act has cancelled. Bugs Bunny's going to let that pass and not bother showing that part of the show. But Yosemite Sam, with a gun pointing at Bugs Bunny, is determined to see what he paid for. So he makes Bugs Bunny, or rather attempts to make Bugs Bunny, do the high dive. But Bugs being Bugs, and being a very clever rabbit, employs a lot of tricks to try and get out of this situation. But when he is on the board, it makes you question how much he can get out of this. And I really enjoyed it, because it took some directions that I wasn't expecting. Bugs was very clever. I genuinely didn't know how he would resolve this, or, resolve the various attempts that Yosemite Sam makes to get Bugs to dive. And I think, as I said, it's a little bit repetitive. I just think it went on for a bit too long. I think Yosemite Sam made one too many attempts to get Bugs to dive, and it maybe lost momentum a little bit, but not so much that it hindered my enjoyment. So the narrative, really interesting, unpredictable, for the most part. In terms of the animation, obviously very high quality, usual standard. One bit that I loved, this is maybe a tiny spoiler, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. It's where water is falling alongside Yosemite Sam, and what Sam does to the water, I just thought visually looked fantastic. Really thoroughly enjoyed that aspect of it. So it was generally a really good cartoon. A little bit repetitive, but I enjoyed it. I thought Bugs and Yosemite Sam worked well on screen together. Bugs was obviously his usual clever, crafty, so I think High Diving Hare is one that's definitely worth watching.